Solving chess puzzles is an excellent way to sharpen your tactical skills and improve your overall game understanding. Here are 5 classic puzzle types that you can solve. Before we go, this puzzle, first, let's discuss the difference between tactics and strategy. Tactics are short-term, concrete sequences of moves aimed at achieving immediate goals, such as winning material, delivering checkmate, or exploiting an opponent's mistake. They are often specific to a particular situation and require precise calculation, while strategy involves long-term planning and the overall approach to the game. It focuses on positioning, development, pawn structure, and controlling key squares. Strategy sets the framework within which tactics can be employed. While tactics deal with the how of achieving specific goals, strategy deals with the what and why of the overarching plan and objectives in the game. Find the correct move in this puzzle number 1, and you can pause the video if you can't solve it. Count down and start now. White moves the queen to a8, giving a check to the black king. This move initiates a series of forced plays that leverage the position of the queen and knight. The black king moves to g7 to escape the check. This is the only legal move for the king to avoid immediate capture or checkmate. The queen moves back to h8, checking the black king again. This forces the black king to capture the queen, as there are no other legal moves. Black king captures the white queen on h8. White knight on g5 captures the black pawn on f7, giving check. This is a fork attacking both the black king and queen. The only legal move for black is to move the king back to g7. White's knight captures the black queen. At this point, white is up material with a decisive advantage. Now, in this position, what if your opponent does not take the queen, then king moves to g6? Queen to h6 checks the black king again. The black king captures the queen. White's knight moves to f7, delivering a check. The move also puts pressure on the black queen. The black king has only one move back to g6. Knight captures the black queen on d6, gaining a decisive material advantage. After these moves, white is in a winning position, having captured the black queen and having a strong attack with the knight and bishop. Find the correct move in this puzzle number 2, and you can pause the video if you can't solve it. Count down and start now. White's bishop captures the pawn on f7, delivering a check. The options for black are limited. If the king moves to h8, white can continue the attack. However, black chooses to capture the bishop. Rook captures bishop on f7. The white queen moves to h8, giving check. King captures queen on h8. White's knight moves to f7, delivering a check. The move also attacks the black rook. The king moves to g7. The knight captures the pawn on g5, preparing for further attacks and gaining material. After these moves, white has a decisive advantage, with the possibility of continuing the attack or simplifying to a winning endgame. The position shows white with a significant material advantage and a strong attacking position. Find the correct move in this puzzle number 3, and you can pause the video if you can't solve it. Count down and start now. The correct answer is white's rook on f6 captures the knight on g6, putting the black king in check. The black pawn on h7 captures the white rook on g6. White's queen on h6 moves to g6, capturing the pawn and delivering checkmate. Find the correct move in this puzzle number 4, and you can pause the video if you can't solve it. Count down and start now. Black moves the bishop from f8 to g7. This move aims to defend against potential threats, particularly from white's queen and rook, and to keep an eye on the f6 square. White moves the king from f6 to f7, threatening black's queen on a8 and attacking the e6 square. Black gives a check with the queen from a8 to f8. This forces white to deal with the check, usually by moving the king or blocking the check. White captures the e6 pawn. Black captures a queen and wins positions. Find the correct move in this puzzle number 5, and you can pause the video if you can't solve it. Count down and start now. The correct answer is rook to c8. White castling. Rook 8 to c5. Bishop to b6. Rook c6 pinning and winning white's bishop.